It's Friday, excuse me, Feast of the Guardian Angels. I read just an excerpt from St. Matthew. See that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I say to you that the angels in heaven always look upon the face of my heavenly Father. The Gospel of the Lord. Anyway, angels. Do you believe that God has appointed someone to guide us and direct us? I believe so, and sometimes you see these different shows, about angels. One of my favorite saints is St. John Bosco, and I believe that his guardian angel at times would take the form of a dog. Yeah. Strange enough, It was an angel, at least it seemed to be that way, and Don Bosco, there in the 19th century, gathered all these boys, some were kind of ruffians, and people were afraid of Don Bosco. Looked like he was getting this gang, that could do harm because they were growing. People were a little bit nervous, and some people were simply anti-Catholic, anti-against the clerics, priest. And so there were people who out to hurt him. Anyway, one night he was coming home, and by himself, it was dark and late, he's walking by himself, and he's walking, and he senses that someone is following him. So he quickens his pace, and so does that fellow. He walks faster. And now Don Bosco is more assured that this doesn't look good, this is something nefarious. And so the faster he walks, the faster that fellow walks, and then Don Bosco begins to run, and so does he. As he comes to the end of the block, the street, out from the alley, comes another guy coming toward Don Bosco. No place to escape, one in front, one behind. And Don Bosco wasn't very tall, but he was short but stocky and strong. He was a farm boy. He felt, well, whatever happens, I'm not going down alone. So he attacked, the fellow in front of him, and he sort of handled himself well. But meanwhile, the other guy came and he grabbed him. And they got Don Bosco, and now it's 2 against 1, and that's an unfair fight. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes this dog and leaps upon this guy, and he pins him down. And he's showing his fangs and saliva, the tongue, and growling. And the guy says, call him off, Bosco. Don Bosco never saw this dog in his life, didn't know anything about him. But he called him, hey, Grigio, which is Italian for gray one. It was like a gray wolf. And upon Bosco's command, he immediately got off, and the fellow took off as well. The Bosco was shaken, but not hurt. And so he continued walking home, and as he got to where he was going, back to what we call the oratory, where the home for boys was, the dog kept walking and sort of like just disappeared. That was the first time this dog appeared in the life of Don Bosco. And there were other occasions simply like that, when things were happening for Don Bosco, this dog would show up knowing that he was in trouble. I can tell you story upon story about Grigio, this dog, and some say this was his angel who came to protect him, keep him from harm. Now, I don't think we have angels that would do that for us, but there's angels that watch. You'd be surprised. Sometimes I wonder, even when you're driving, you ever having you're driving and you're about to change lanes or make a turn, and something tells you not to go, and then you realize, and all of a sudden, if you went, you would, of course, what is that, right? I mean, it happens. Right? It's just coincidence, or there's something of God, hey, that happens too often, too frequently. And I catch myself that, oh my goodness, that would have been a disaster. If it's God's ways, His Spirit, His angels upon us. And so know that you're not alone. God is with us. And He sends His angels to watch over us. And may we call upon them in times of trouble when we need help. May they come to help us as well. God bless you.